So let's go ahead and do an example. So it says create a plot that plots the following function with a total of 200 data points over the range -10 to 10. So I can go ahead and go over to MATLAB. I can close, open up a new script file, and I can go ahead and start plotting. So I'm going to go ahead and create my data first. So x is going to be -10 to 10. So this is not going to create 200 data points, so I'm going to use linspace. -10, 10, 200. Then y is going to be whatever that function is. So x to the 4th plus 3 times x squared plus 12. So there's my data. I can go ahead and run it. I can see it shows up in my workspace. I can see that there's 200 data points. But I want to go ahead and plot it. So I'm going to open up a new figure. So I always label them, figure 1, figure 2, however you do it in your homework, you're not going to label them specifically. And I can go ahead and plot x, y. So what it's going to do is it's going to open up a new figure window. Once again, mine's automatically docked. And I can see this blue line that plots my actual data. If I wanted to do this with fplot, it would be very similar. I wouldn't need to create my x and y vectors separately. I could just say fplot, and then I do @ my independent variable, so whatever is going to be on my x-axis, which is my x value here. And then I would just go ahead and I would type my y values the same way I did. So x raised to the 4th plus 3 times x squared plus 12. And then I can go ahead and give it limits. So I can say -10 to 10. That's what it would look like with fplot. So now you can see my figure 2 and figure 1 are pretty much the same. The only thing that's different is it's adaptable y-axis range. But I can see that they're the same plotted with just plot, where I had separate x and y created, versus x and y, or versus fplot, where x and y aren't separately created. I can also put them in the same figure, so I can say figure 1 subplot 1 row 2 columns. The first one I want it to be plot x and y. The second one I want it to be with fplot. I'll put it in a new figure. And we can see now figure 3. And I got an error because I did subplot to... So there's only 2 of them, so I can't do 3. There's no 3. Okay, so here's the one with regular plot. Here's the one with fplot, now plotted in the same figure. Let's say I wanted to plot them on the same set of axes. So I can say figure 4. I can go ahead and plot my first data. And then I can say hold on, and then I can plot my second data. And then hold on. So here we can see they're on top of each other. We can't really see the 2 different lines, but they are there. But we can see here it plotted first x and y, and then it plotted hold on. And then I said hold on, which means it's gonna just keep the graph, keep the set of axes however it currently is, and then it's going to add to it. So now I can say fplot, it will add to it, and then when I'm done adding to it, I can say hold off. So let me go ahead and save my file, and we can go ahead and see what this looks like one at a time. So close all. So let me go ahead and run my file. So I go look at figure 1, it was just with plot. Figure 2, it was with fplot. Figure 3 is where I did my subplots. And now figure 4. So step. So I open my figure 4, then I plot x and y. Then I say hold on. Now I fplot, it plots directly on top of figure 4, and then I hold off. And then I'm done. There we go. That is all we talked about in the first video. So opening up new figure windows, closing figure windows, plotting separate data, plotting with fplot. I can also, let's say I also want to plot the derivative. So figure 5. The derivative of this It's going to be y prime equals 4x cubed plus 6x plus 0. So let's say I also want to plot the derivative. So I can say y prime equals 4 times x cubed plus 6 times x. So now I can go ahead and plot x comma yp, or y, and then x comma yp. So I can go ahead and plot those in the same figure window. And we can see this blue one is the original function, and then this orange one is now the derivative. So that's another way that we can get two figures or two lines onto the same plot. Keep in mind, you can only do this with plot. You cannot do this with fplot. If you want to have multiple lines plotted with fplot, you need to use hold on and hold off. But with plot, you can go ahead and plot as many as you want. Doesn't matter. Yeah. The next video, we're going to go ahead and talk about how to annotate our plot. So add titles to it, figures, and all that fun stuff.